The important thing, somebody was saying, is not to hold one's tongue, but to talk. It's a way to deal with the silence, the indifference of the universe, although it loves you, tenderly indifferent to your condition. So today, I want to talk about a dream that I had. The town square, there were things going on, celebrations, people meeting up for coffee, the bistros. I found a place to sit, table for two, single occupant. I fell into eavesdropping because sitting at the next table were these two guys, sort of my age. The pen is mightier than the sword. That's not always applicable. It's what one of them was saying to the other. You're familiar with the expression, I'm sure. I remember it because of my father, Tharayil Gopinath. I think of him every day. I remember while we were growing up, he would say things like this, quoting, of course. This one's quite interesting. I looked into it. The pen mightier than the sword. If we look at the geopolitics of today, then the sword is definitely the mightier one. Obviously, the pen represents diplomacy and the sword, military might. What do you figure? Who's winning? Which side are you on? A judgment question. Several directions to go with this one. If we go to the origin story, the Big Bang of intellect, this expression, not very old, comes to us from a play, 1839, written by this Englishman, Edward Lytton, a high-ranking politician, statesman, who also liked to write. The play is titled Richelieu. It's a portrayal of the life and work of this Frenchman, quite similar to the author in terms of position and power. Cardinal Richelieu was, among other things, the chief minister of the state of France during Louis XIII's reign. It's beautiful because here's this Englishman writing great admiration for a person similar to him in position and power, but from a few centuries ago and from a different land. He must have been quite the admirable character because many have written about him. La Rochefoucauld, on one account, he praises Cardinal Richelieu. Apparently, he was a man who would forgive his enemies. That is to say, once the score has been settled, the punishment served, he wouldn't hold any grudges. If you had applied for a job, for example, he would give you a fair hearing. That is a strange and admirable quality. I mean, people in power, it applies to the corporate world as well. If you've had an issue, and although things were settled, if they continue to hold power and influence within the domain that you operate, quite often I think the torment would continue. And so, with that, here's the lines from the play. Through this, beneath the rule of men entirely great, the pen is mightier than the sword. Behold, the arch-enchanter's wand, itself a nothing, but taking sorcery from the master hand to paralyze the Caesars and to strike the loud earth breathless. Take away the sword. States can be saved without it. One might find it hard to place this statement in the category of what we call a truism. What is a truism? Well, it's this one. After dawn comes the light. That's a truism. How about this one? Man is a mortal being, although we go on living as if no one knew. We'll have to go on a ride on the time machine once again. We'll go back to high school, the usual destination. It's time for class, and our favorite teacher, she's facilitating. this great debate today. For or against the motion, the pen is mightier than the sword. And here the discussions begin. We consider the time of our youth, the naivete. How do we settle disagreements? Was it reason, logic, discussion, or the fist? You could count on your muscles being reliable, the needed flexibility of your body. But here you are, older. There's a few things in your wheelhouse. The lived experience. So if it was today, I'd probably choose the pen. But there was others who expressed doubts, concerns. All this communication, the news media, you seem preoccupied with the politics of the world. There's a bit of disillusionment. Oh, and that road rage incident a few days ago at the traffic light on your way to work has left you angry. You don't want to use your intelligence anymore. The conditions in your world has left you a bit disturbed. You've come to the realization that there are options. It seems like your senses are drawing you towards the primeval. And so begins the sweet dreams of oppression. You want to rule. You find solace in joining the political party that aligns with the sword. There's no faulting you. You are almost invisible. Here's the origin story. This should come as no surprise at all. Fairly straightforward. All the power lie in the hands of the knights, the strong men, warriors and such. It does seem like some wise folk got together, came up with this ingenious plan to write this book. This book, the product that is being sold, is control of the afterlife, everlasting happiness. If you want a control of the afterlife, then we can give it to you. We are the agents of the divine, a representative who can speak on your behalf. And this way, you'll have control. It seems like the plan worked beautifully. And here we make the case that the pen is indeed mightier than the sword. You think it'll survive the scrutiny? Will we be able to carry the motion?
Your shadow still sleeps.